Holy macaronis and cheese. Greetings everyone and welcome back to another video. We have some huge news today. The 12th anniversary is upon us. Well, it will be upon us in about a week. We're going to talk about that a little bit later on. But first I wanted to get to the ship because I think that's the thing most people are excited about. So the ship that we can earn this year is the Jarok Alliance carrier, and it is very gorgeous looking. It is the third Alliance ship, and this was just revealed in the live stream last night. And they said they plan on continuing to do Alliance ships in the future for a future anniversary. At least that's the plan. So we've had a Commander Engineering ship. We've had a Commander Tactical ship. This is a Commander Science ship, but it's not a science vessel. So I suspect next year's Alliance ship will probably be a science vessel of some kind. Probably a Intel ship because they just can't help themselves with that. And let's scroll down a little bit further here. And we do have some new options for how to earn your daily progress this time. Let's go ahead. Did I scroll past that? I think that might be on the other blog page, so we'll talk about that when we get to it. But let's go ahead and talk about the ship itself. It is a tier 6 ship, of course. It has a hull modifier of 1.2 and a shield modifier of 1.45, which I have to say is actually pretty good for an event ship. It has a 3-3 weapon layout, but that's normal for a regular old carrier. It has 4 device slots. The bridge officer stations, we have a Lieutenant Tactical, a Lieutenant Commander Engineering, an Ensign Science Command, a Lieutenant or Commander Science, excuse me, and a Lieutenant Commander Universal Temp Ops. And that means that this is the second event ship now in a row that has had 2 different specialization seats. I know a lot of people are going to poo-poo the Ensign Command because you can't do much with an Ensign power, but keep in mind, this is a bit, it's a bit out of the ordinary. Normally, we do not get, 2 specialization seats is the domain of premium ships, so the fact that we've gotten it not once but twice bodes well for the future, I think. And we started seeing it on C-Store ships as well, so I think the walls are starting to come down on that, and we're going to see more and more ships with multiple specialization seats that are more affordable and accessible. I thought maybe it was a one-off thing just because the Eisenberg was, let's face it, a very special, one-of-a-kind ship. It didn't fit into any kind of other pattern or theme. So I thought maybe it got that treatment just as a little extra boost just to make it more appealing because it was such a special ship. But this is telling me otherwise. It's telling me that in the future we may have more multi-specialization event ships, so that bodes well for the summer event this year as well, and obviously the winter event too. And it has a console, which is very good. It has a trait, which is a trait, I think. It has 2 hangar bays. It is a carrier after all, and the hangar pets are pretty interesting looking. The console layout is, where is that at? It's like 443. I don't know why I'm not seeing it right now. Yeah, 3 tactical, 4 engineering, 4 science, so 443 there. And this console, now we did get to see on, these things are always written very vaguely, but we did get to see the actual details of it on the stream. People have captured it. It's over on Reddit. And you get a whole bunch, I think it's 2.9% crit chance just as a passive. So that alone is going to make this a pretty strong console. If you're leveling a new character, if you recently hit 65, if you're free to play or a budget player, that's going to be pretty darn good. You're not going to get a lot of other consoles that have that much crit chance on them. You know, there are some, of course, like Lorca's Custom Fire Control, but that's a pretty high amount of crit chance for a account unlock accessible console, so for free. So just that alone is going to be very useful. And then it also, the clicky is pretty interesting as well. It gives a team-wide crit chance buff for 5 seconds, which isn't very long, but it does affect the whole team, which gives it some amount of support potential. And then it also gives a much bigger boost, or a longer boost, I should say, to all hangar pets and summonables on the entire team. So not just yours, but all of them. So all of the different hangar pets and summonables from everyone on your team will get, I think, 20 seconds, it said. I don't have it in front of me because I'm looking at the blog now. We'll get that huge crit rate boost for 20 seconds. So it's a pretty strong console, and I think that it may not find its way into the highest tippy top meta builds, but I think that for the average player, this is definitely something to consider for sure. It'll be a very popular and good console. The trait backup shield batteries, activating a shield drain or energy drain bridge officer ability. And I think part of the thinking about the command instance seat on this ship is that you could put overwhelm emitters on there that would trigger this. It will add a charge to your starship up to a maximum of once per 15 seconds. Whenever a shield facing is depleted, it will immediately be restored to full capacity and consume 1 charge. So once every 15 seconds, assuming you have a drain ability on cooldown that's triggering every 15 seconds, you'll be able to replenish a shield facing. So that's, you know, it's just 1 shield facing. It's not all your shield facings. It's only once per 15 seconds. People don't generally use drain abilities. Normally, control abilities are the thing that's in vogue. So I really don't see this being popular at all in any capacity. I think it's just kind of a clunker, but that's okay. I don't really expect much from free ships, and the console looks really good. Let's go ahead and take a look at the hangar pets here. Brand new hangar pets. I'm excited about that, of course, and these could actually end up being the best hangar pets in the game. That's no joke, and it's not just because of the hangar pets themselves, but also because of a change they're making to the game to go along with it. We have the Alliance Fighter Squadron hangar pets, and these little guys right here have anti-proton beam arrays and pulse cannons, and they can get upgraded. Of course, they don't actually get upgraded much. You would expect them to go up a lot of times when you see pulse cannons. They get upgraded to turrets and stuff like that, or sometimes beams can get upgraded to dual beam banks. They don't really do that here. If you get to the advanced or the elite versions, they still stay at that same level. But what does get upgraded is that they have focused assault. So the regular old blue ones are going to have focused assault 1, the advanced ones are going to have focused assault 2, and the elite ones are going to have focused assault 3. Now, they said on the live stream that they noticed when they were playing around with these that focused assault does not stack. It's a debuff. It is similar in a lot of ways to concentrate firepower. It's a debuff that goes on the enemy, and then it procs a buff for you or any ally firing on that enemy. And whereas concentrate firepower gives you extra high yields, this gives you bonus damage and bonus accuracy, and it has a relatively long cooldown. But it is a very good ability, but it doesn't stack the same way concentrate firepower doesn't stack. And so they're going to change it so that you can have as many focused assault debuffs on a target as you want. Not only will it allow you to, will you be able to stack rank 1, 2, and 3, so you'll be able to get at least 3 stacks on there, but, and I went back and listened to very carefully what they said on the live stream multiple times. It sounds like you're going to be able to get multiple stacks of each rank. So if you have 12 pets, let's say you have 2 hangar bays of these that come with the ship. So you're flying a carrier, you got your 2 hangar bays, you put 2 of these hangar pets on your ship. Well, you know, it's a squadron. It makes you want to think each individual pet is 6 pets. It's not. That's just cosmetic. The way it actually works is it's still just 1 pet. But you're going to get 12 per hangar, 6 per hangar. So 2 hangar bays, you get 12 pets. That's 12 stacks of focused assault. Focused assault 3 gives 20% Cat 2 bonus damage. So do the math on that. Now, of course, if there's multiple targets, they're going to be firing, you know, they're not going to be smart enough to know which target is your favorite. So they're going to be popping it off on all sorts of stuff you don't care about. And also, the ability does have a long cooldown, and even when abilities have a reasonable cooldown, I've noticed Pet AI doesn't fire it off as often as it's available. So we'll have to see how smart the AI is about actually using this. But this should be incredibly powerful, especially if you're getting to a boss enemy, like a tactical cube or the gateway or the Borg Queen or anything like that. That's not going to be many other targets for them to target. Also, one nice benefit of focused assault is that it has a built-in cooldown if the target dies before it expires. I think it lasts for 20 seconds with a 60-second cooldown, but if before that 20 seconds is up, if the enemy dies, you get like a refund to cool down the ability faster. So they may, if, you know, let's say one of your hangar pets flies off, and I'm speculating now because I haven't had a chance to play with it or test it yet. One of your hangar pets flies off and they put it on, you know, a Borg probe, you know, an enemy you don't care about. But because that enemy is really weak, it's going to die really quickly to all of your stuff, and then maybe that pet will have the cooldown refunded so that it can fire it off again quickly. So I think this has a potential, and even the developers seemed like they were amazed at how good it was. So I think this has the potential to be one of these have the potential because they don't have a torpedo, they can't steal concentrate firepower procs, and all of their focused assault buffs or debuffs are going to be able to stack on the same enemy. I think these have a very strong potential. There is one issue, and that is the entity cap limit. So we're already running into trouble with mines. If there's too many entities like pets and mines spawned at once, you hit the entity cap, and then it causes all the enemies to become invisible, and it's a big problem. It's already a problem just with mines, and for that reason, a lot of high-end players are not running hanger pets, but we'll have to see. So maybe at the very high end, these don't make the cut just because of that entity limit. So they would have to be so good that they replace mines so that people will stop using mines, or at least stop using mine dispersal patterns. So we'll have to see how all that shakes out. But I think it has the potential to be the best hanger pets in the game, and they may even be the best hanger pets for high-end content. They'll certainly be the best hanger pets for just your everyday content. So if you're just playing the game, even casually, these are probably going to be the best pets. But, and I have something very shocking to tell you guys, and I mean it. This is, listen, if you have a heart condition, sit down, maybe consider turning the video off. Okay, this is going to be, I almost feel like it's too dangerous for me to even say this. That's how shocking it is. These would not be the first hanger pets in the game to have focused assault and not have a torpedo. Whoa. If that blew your mind, you probably work at Cryptic. So it's nice to know the developers are watching. The Herc Swarmers have been in the game for a while now. They came out with the Herc ships, and they have focused assault, and they do not have a torpedo, and I didn't release it. I was going to do an Advent Day video going over some hanger pet options for torpedo builds, so torpedo friendly pets that don't have a torpedo, and one of them was the Herc Swarmers, specifically because they have focused assault. And so I considered them a valid choice even without this change to focused assault. And I think that once this change goes into effect, those are going to be, both these pets and the Herc Swarmers are both going to shoot up in popularity dramatically. The thing about the Herc Swarmers, though, is that the blue versions don't have it, and then they get rank 1 and rank 2. So these new Alliance Squadron fighters are going to have a better version of the ability, so they probably will still be better than the Herc Swarmers, but time will tell. They'll probably do better damage as well. So I really do honestly think these are going to be the new best hanger pets in the game. And just for that fact alone, and the fact that the console looks like it's really banging, you know that when the review comes out, this thing's getting 5 stars for accessories. I don't even have to get my hands on it. I can also already tell this is going to be an absolute banger. So do not miss your opportunity to get this ship. It hasn't started yet. It won't start until like the 26th or whatever, but don't miss your chance to get this ship. You will regret it, I promise you. All right, so let's go ahead and look at the other news. Okay, some other news. When the anniversary comes around, that also means there's anniversary gifts. There's usually a week of freebies, giveaways in the week leading up to an anniversary, and this year is no different so far. And the first gift, which is available today, so if you're watching this video when it comes out, go check today before the server resets tomorrow at 1 and get your free ultimate tech upgrades, 2 of them. That's pretty good value. Those are useful. Those should be useful to anyone. Even if you don't have anything you want to upgrade right now, you should go ahead and grab them and just stick them in your bank for later. You're going to want them eventually, so we'll have to see what the other rewards are. I do know that they often give out a free tier 5 ship as the last reward, so maybe that's something you care about, maybe it's not, but that's something else to look out for. Even if you don't want some of these smaller rewards, you might keep an eye out for that final reward. And we do have the dates here, so as continuing our tradition, we'll follow doing 6 days of giveaways. So doing 6 days starting today on the 20th, and there'll be a new giveaway every day until the 26th. So let's go ahead and look at the actual anniversary announcement now. And now we come to the actual blog announcing the 12th anniversary event. I didn't cover this when it was dropped yesterday because I thought it wasn't impactful enough to warrant its own video, but since we're already here, let's go ahead and have a look. And the big thing that comes out of this is the announcement of a new episode and a new TFO. So in order to earn your daily progress for the ship, you're going to have to do either one will give you 2 daily progress. You can either do the episode, which is going to be called Red Shift, or you can do the new TFO, which is called Lupiter Erratus or Iupiter Erratus. I'm not really sure. I guess I could copy and paste and figure out whether that's an I or an L, but anyway, so there's a new TFO and there's a new episode, and those will be your choices. So that's new content is dropping, which is a good thing. It's always a good thing when we get new content, we get new stuff to do. Hopefully the episode will be good. Hopefully the TFO will be fun. And if it's not, still gonna have to do it anyway. So we'll just pick the least bad one. So thank you guys very much for watching. As always, take care of yourselves. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.